All right, gang. This is part two of the electrical problem I had inside the bathroom. I wasn't getting the correct reading like this. Now, this is correct reading. And I thought maybe the GFI, the GFCI, was connected to one of these. So what I'm going to do is push this button. And if I do, and if it goes off, that's correct. Because, well, it's not connected to the bathroom. It shouldn't be. It should be connected to the one here that's on the counter. Now what happens is once you either push one of these buttons here, it'll go off. One, I'm supposed to shut it off. And it works for the same principle when you have dishes and things in the sink. Like this one's supposed to be a GFI too, GFCI. So all this and this supposed to be plugged up together. So once I pop this button, if this is a GFCI protected plugs, it'll go off. If not, then it won't go off. They're not protected. So let's check it. Okay, these aren't protected. So these aren't protected with the GFCI. Now let's see here. Now this is a GFCI plug. Now when I pop this red, this is supposed to go out. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so now that's wired up properly. When I hit this, it's supposed to come back on. Two lights there that's saying which is correct. Okay, now that's correct. Hit it again. All right, so that's wired properly. So let's go and check out the next plug that's on the counter over here. Now this, okay. Now this is giving me the same reading that I'm getting in the bathroom with the GFCI. So let's see if I hit that, see what happens. Okay, right, same reading. So I'm gonna open this, see what's going on, see if there's any goofy wiring in here, and we'll go from there. So let's grab a bag, little handy bags. You gotta have all kind of tools. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back off. I'm gonna go back outside, cut the power off, come back and take this out and see where we can find this issue. And the issue is an open ground. All right, stand by. Going back to the breaker box. All right, gang, I went outside and I cut off the power, and this plug is still on over the kitchen counter. Now let's go see if the plug is still on in the bathroom. And if it is, that means they're on the same circuit, which is pretty good sign because maybe I could solve the problem here. But if I go into that bathroom and it's cut off and it's on a different circuit, that means we have two issues at two different locations. So let's go see. Okay, we're back in the bathroom. So the power is off for this plug in this circuit, and the power is on in the kitchen. So they're totally separate, same issue. Let's go. Figure it out. And you will wonder why are the lights still on and the plug is off? Because they're on different circuits. Sometimes the plugs are on 20 and the lights are on 15. So when you distinguish which breaker is for which, then you can shut it off isolated. Then you don't have to shut off all your house power, and then I could still have light from here to work here. So let's turn the power off until we get the kitchen one turned off. Let's go. All right, we're back in the kitchen, and as you can see, the power is on, and we have the same issue that we have in the bathroom. So let's go out to the breaker box and flip a couple more breakers. It's a good time now to mark them, but I'm flipping 2 and 3 of them at a time, so I could just go ahead and expedite this project, and then I'll go back and label them later on. But until then, stand by. And this is a good reason why you label them, so you don't have to keep going back and forth, back and forth. You could just go directly to what you need and flip it off. All right, gang, perfect example. I done flipped the top 4 breakers in the breaker box. This thing is still on, so Back out to the box. That's exactly why you label them, and why I don't want to label them now, because I really don't have time. It's really easier for me to just flip it off or just hit the main breaker, which I don't want to do. Like I said, I'm just isolating them and I'm guessing. And what's interesting, this house looks like it has 20 amp breakers through the whole entire box. Stand by. All right, gang to the gang, the game. I came back here and I noticed that there is one 15 amp breaker and the rest are 20s. So let's take this out and see, can we find the open ground? Stand by. These are a lot of little moves here you have to do. And hopefully I can find the issue here. Let's see. All right, gang. I'm in the kitchen and I've opened up this box. The power is off now. So let's see what we got. Let me grab my flashlight. All right, we got a little exploratory surgery going on here. So I see the black wire. They're on the terminal. This black wire is on the terminal, jumping over to this. I guess is getting power from here. I'm going to rewire that a little different. We have some little connections that'll make that a little bit better. And okay, you know, this could be giving us the open ground issue, or even the reverse issue. Right here, the wire in between the plug and the switch. So once I change this out, and you know what, this is so close to the sink, this also should be a GFI. GFCI should be protected, because look how close it is. It's right here. Somebody plugged something and right into the water, is over. So we're going to be making this a plug which is going to be protected by a ground fault circuit interrupter. And these suckers here like 17, 16, 20 bucks, all the way up to 30. All depends on, you know, all the whoop-de-doo that comes with them. But anyway, and I'm also going to change this out. So we're going to do some work here. Started in the bathroom, now we're here in the kitchen. So we're going to make sure it works and replace these fixtures. You know, if you have any type of fixtures around your house and you hit the switch and it's flickering, the lights is flickering and everything is not working right, you know, and you might think, oh, no big deal. But I've taken one of these out today, one of these switches. You'll see it in one of my other videos, or a still shot. I think I did a still shot of it side by side. Man, I never believed they could come loose. The light was, it was always flickering every time we dealt with it. So, until next time, this is your boy Araby. I got to go to Home Depot, Lowe's, somewhere to get some new electrical parts here. Make this plug here safe. Make it a protective plug. So we're going to do that. Until next time, it's your boy Araby. Please subscribe, like, share, comment on our videos. Hit the notification.